eu vou só dar uma olhada no negócio. Pra eu ver aqui quando que... Daqui 1h30, então já... Uma hora e meia. Vou continuar o evento aqui. Ah, esse... Eu falo uma coisa, esse Resident Evil 3 que saiu novo aí não presta.
That's everything. On to the next.
Não! Não! Nossa, caramba, caiu lá embaixo. Que droga!
We'll need more where that came from.
Eu já custo Dead of Line. É. Enquanto vocês baixam o Tekken aí, eu vou jogar Genshin aqui. É, que agora tem nova área pra explorar. Eu tô explorando a nova área. É, deixa eu ver. São 7 cidades, até agora tem só 3. Não, eu tô falando que tem 7 cidades, mas 7 cidades, mas já tem 3. Faz conta quantos faltam. Faz conta de quantos faltam. Não, eu tô falando, faz a conta aí. De 7 tira 3 dá quanto? Então falta 4 então. É isso aí. Eu acho que mês passado eles lançaram em Inazuma. Ah, então é aqui que eu tenho que subir. Por isso que eu tava vendo isso. Ah, achei uma área nova.
Coming to be! Yeah. Feel this ancient power! Burn! Burst forth!
Speed of light. Nowhere to hide. Hey! You give, you receive.
Aproveitando para explorar a nova área aqui. Parece que a próxima atualização, quando for sair a próxima, eles vão liberar a próxima cidade. Então é assim, o máximo do nível dos monstros é 90, o máximo do seu personagem é 90 também. Aí só que você tem que saber buildar também. Ah, se você quiser ir lá ver, eu tô fazendo live agora. Tô explorando a nova ilha, que agora que liberou aqui, eu tô aproveitando esses tempos aí, dando uma explorar, fazendo umas coisas. Amanhã já amanhã eu vou ter que focar no Yu-Gi-Oh! Como que eu abro aqui? Deixa eu ver. Deixa eu ver se tem algum lugar, alguma coisa pra mim procurar aqui pra abrir. Tá.
Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned.
Ia ser bom se tivesse um item aqui pra procurar aqui também nesse lugar. Oh, caramba! Deixa eu ver aqui. Deixa eu ver quantos itens eu já catei daquele lá. Vou ver se dá pra mim upar mais um nível. Ah, catei 8! Ah, já dá pra mim upar pro próximo nível. Aí, opa. E aí, conseguiu achar? Então falou que ia procurar aí pra entrar? esperar carregar aqui que eu vou ter que escalar os lugares aqui que eu tô pesquisando aqui pra ver se eu acho mais coisa pra cá. É que Genshin é exploração, né? Ô caramba! Tá, então aqui não tem nada. Pronto, acho que aqui eu já explorei tudo que tem que explorar. Certo, deixa eu teleportar já pra lá, que aí eu já vou upar mais um nível dessa pedra aqui. Aqui. Cadê a pessoa aqui pra me upar? Quero upar mais um nível 4.
My hammer.
Yeah. Deixa eu ver Eu vou continuar outra missão e fazer essa exploração. Tipo, explorar vai demorar ainda. Fazer outra missão. Mais uma. Certo, tá aqui. Vou ensinar mais uma, as outras aí depois eu volto. Seu pai. Engraçadinho. Vamos lá. Vou prosseguir a história aqui de Nazuma, as outras. Terminar essa missão, já fico livre. Exploração daquele lá, exploro depois.
Without looking at the board, you've ruined my strategy in one move. Amazing. Now what should I do next?
Ayaka, Toma, it's us! Huh?
Hey guys, it's been a while. If you're looking for my lady, I'm afraid she's not here right now.
Oh? That voice. Toma, would that happen to be the traveler?
Yes.
Greetings, traveler. Ayaka speaks of you constantly. Finally, today is the day. I am head of the Kamisato clan and Yashiro commissioner, Kamisato Ayato. Greetings, both. I have long been indebted to you on my sister's behalf. Finally, I have the chance to express my profoundest gratitude to you in person. Ayaka is out today. If you are here regarding anything related to the Kamisato clan, you are quite welcome to discuss it with me instead.
Deixa esse áudio mesmo, que eu gosto de inglês.
Oh, hi! Your flattering words flatter us. Please excuse the suddenness of our visit.
Why on earth are you...
Well, he seems like a pretty powerful person. He's already working his way up Paimon's list of people to... Look! As soon as he stands up, the whole atmosphere in the room changes, and it feels like you gotta be super polite.
You shower me with praise undeserved, my little guest. There is no need to be quite so formal. This is a private residence, so please, relax.
Oh, good. Because that whole spiel was really tiring just now. Alright, now that that's over, Paimon's just gonna ask the question. We heard a rumor that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato are gonna get married soon.
Oh? I wouldn't have thought you'd heard about that yet. I see. Well, it's true. It wasn't long ago that I received the news myself. The head clans of 2 commissions are to become joined through marriage. This is big news. Since the Yashiro Commission presides over cultural and ceremonial affairs, it closely involves us, too.
Yes. And since the commissions are kind of the face of the almighty shogun to the masses...
Right! Makes sense. Ah, 2 true lovers becoming husband and wife. What?
It is. High-profile matrimonial links between 2 commissions are extremely rare. But these 2...
All right, then. I'll be sure to pay them a visit to send the best wishes of the...
No need. I'll visit them personally this time.
Huh? But you have other things...
This is a marriage between the Kujo clan and the Hiragi clan. The Kamisato clan must... The work of the Yashiro Commission is indeed multifarious. Normally, weddings and other ceremonies would come under... But she is presently occupied with other matters. And I happen to have a little time to spare. This will... Oh, and... Would you 2 care to join me? I presume you two have a special connection with the individuals in question, or you would not be quite so interested. This being the case, why not come and offer your best wishes too? Or...
Oh, it's not as interesting as you make it sound. No special connections here. Super Ord, we just agreed to help deliver a letter this one time, that's all. Although wait, does that mean we helped make this wedding happen? Alright then.
I cannot thank you enough. Your mere presence shall surely mean...
Wait, you're the Yashiro commissioner? But you can't do small...
Small talk is a chore. Of course, there are some people in the world. Toma, I'm heading out with my two guests now. I'll...
Not a problem. Take care, my lord.
Ah, não sei onde o Victor foi, não. Acho que dá baixar. Acho que foi. Acho que sim. Vamos ver se tem alguma coisa.
Ah, you're finally... Ah, Yashiro Commissioner!
They're friends of ours. Paimon will do the introduction.
So it's true. Well, there we have it.
Great, so our hunch was spot on.
It is a little inappropriate for me to have shared news of this magnitude with you. So I would be much...
Don't worry, sir. We give you our...
That puts my mind at ease. Now, on the topic. We'd like to pay a visit to the...
Of course not. I'd be...
I guess this is where
Aw, cheer up, Shanud.
I'll try. Thank you.
Fala, Roma. Ah, eu não sei. Nicolas daqui da Party? Ah, não, não. Acho que não. Não, é que faz tempo que ele não entra, e você falou aí pra lembrar.
All right, then. Please excuse me. I'll leave you to it for—
Okay. Thanks, Ipe. I apologize that your impromptu visit comes at a busy time for us, Commissioner. Otherwise, you can be sure that we would have prepared a more extravagant reception.
I don't mean to impose, Sir Kujo. In fact, I'm not here. I heard the good news about yourself and Lady Hiragi. What a glorious marital alliance this shall be. Given the close ties between our clans, it's—
I'm truly honored. I hope the news didn't come as too much of a surprise.
Hey there! We came to congratulate you as well!
Since the incident with the Takatsukasa clan, things in the Tenryou Commission have slowly started to stabilize. I'm still acclimating to the position of acting head of the clan. I just hope I'm up to the task.
You're far too modest. The public thinks very highly of you. They say you're
I'm flattered, but I wouldn't have achieved anything without the support of my people. Thanks to them, everything is gradually stabilizing.
Well, you're certainly making big progress in that department.
Come on now. You're embarrassing me. Pardon me,
It's perfectly all right. Please, it's a joyous occasion. Lighthearted is exactly how things should be.
¿Qué?
Really, who stays stony-faced when talking about a
Você o
wedding?
quê? Como assim? Já deu? Já liberou a Plus? Ah, tá.
you're right.
Vou dar uma olhada.
But I am curious to know, what's your honest opinion?
Of course not. Where there is true love, nothing should be allowed to stand in its way. No doubt people will offer you a colorful variety of opinions. But of course—
Indeed I am.
So please be confident. When your mind is made up, you ought not— Nevertheless, there is just one small aspect of this that puzzles me a little.
Please, go ahead.
You've been working hard to bring the Tenryou Commission in line. This is positive, and no doubt the beginning of— If you choose now, of all moments, to announce a marriage between the Hiragi and Kujo clans—
Yeah. Couldn't have put it better myself, Sir Kamisato. This has been my biggest— Hiragi Shinsuke is firmly against me having any contact at all with Chisato. In the past, we've always had to communicate, so although now may not look like the best timing for this marriage—
Oh, that guy? Yeah, he acts like this sweet old man, but he was determined to make as much trouble for us as possible.
I can see where you're coming from. But you're only postponing the problem, not solving it. You will still have to face it sooner or later.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. But since Chisato had the courage to ask me to marry her in spite of everything, how can I disappoint her? Well, sort of. She raised the idea in a letter, and after some initial hesitation, I went to meet her and have a serious conversation. It's funny, actually, because when I formally proposed to her in person, she denied having ever written that letter.
Huh? Really?
She didn't say. She just acted confused by the whole thing. She really committed to it. I'll never forget.
Oh.
Anyway, as her boyfriend, I knew she was just pretending, so I played along and said, I was only joking about the letter. And after making some disgruntled noises about me making a stupid joke, she blushed and said yes. We spent that afternoon working through all the details.
Okay. So you discussed it and decided on a date?
We did. I guess it was a chance to finally express our commitment to one another. And you know what? I think it was about time. No matter what happens next, I will always be there for her as the one person she can always rely on.
Oh, give me a break. Sorry, but Paimon's been wanting to say this the whole time. Is it just this dude, or does everyone in love act like this? He just won't stop talking.
Apologies, my friends. And also to Sir Kami's—
Far from it. On the contrary, seeing no surer evidence could there be of your true— I wish you a joyous wedding when the day—
Yeah, even if it's kinda irritating to see you all smug like this.
Thank you all.
We have some other business to attend to now.
Very well. I'll see you out.
seems busy. That must be true for anyone about...
You're right. What do you think, Traveler? He chalked it up to her being coy, but that doesn't sound like the Hiragi Chisato I know. It bothers me also. But, unfortunately, attempting to seek the truth of the matter would likely be...
Yeah, how come? Whenever we come across stuff like this on our adventures, we always find a...
I see. So that's how adventurers think. In my opinion, we face two obstacles in this case. Firstly, we have very little information to go on, and I must be cautious about taking... Secondly, and more importantly, the person involved, if we intervene without his blessing, good intentions may lead to catastrophic results.
You do have a point. Kamaji does...
Everything in the world is intertwined. What looks like a simple outcome is often the result of multiple conflating reasons. Seeking the full truth would be a long and laborious process. It would be inefficient. Sort of. I have to take this approach, or the work of the Yashiro... My opinion is something like this. When something strange happens, instead of trying to... If the outcome is positive, and no one was deceived or harmed in the process, then it is acceptable. We don't know yet. After all, we don't know what Hiragi Chisato's thoughts are, do we? I have to say, I'm impressed by your ability to zero in on the issue from such a short meeting. Most insightful of you.
Huh? But Chisato and Kamaji have already...
Only if we are to take Kujo Kamaji at his word. But there are two sides to every story. I wish to know Hiragi Chisato's angle on this.
Huh. Makes sense, but...
Don't worry about it. I was planning to visit the Hiragi clan to deliver my best wishes anyway. Let's take the opportunity. If she's as committed as Kujo Kamaji, perhaps they can navigate the challenges ahead successfully. But, well, life isn't always a...
There is still much to prepare for the wedding. Should we also invite some prominent business leaders who frequent...
At the very least, we should...
I agree. Ah, hello there, Yashiro Commissioner.
To what do we owe the honor on this fine day?
As it happens, I'm here regarding the same wedding I believe I heard you discussing just now. Would Lady Hiragi happen to be available at this moment?
Our lady is entertaining guests right now, and we're not entirely sure how long...
But please, do come in. We will arrange some tea and snacks for you.
Hey! Paimon is not...
You misunderstand. These two are... We don't wish to impose. We'll just wander around in the Apologies for the interruption while you're busy with preparations. Please, let us know once Lady...
Nonsense, Commissioner. No imposition at all. This wedding is a joyful... We're merely doing the best we can to make this wedding as grand and a fair as possible.
When the time comes, we'll invite everyone in the clan and even the general public to attend.
That sounds splendid. We'll leave you to it.
Take care, Commissioner.
Seems like you guys talked a lot without actually saying anything.
Hence why I dislike small talk. Our timing was not ideal, but never mind. I spotted a stall on our way over where we can pass the time. The owner always manages to come up with novel ideas. I'm one of his regular customers.
it's you. Good to see. Seems like you're always showing up with a VIP in tow.
Oh? So you know the owner...
Yep, we tried his dongo milk a while back with the almighty Shogun in Inazuma City.
Ah, I see. I'd caught wind of this dongo milk, but I didn't know that it had anything to do with you two. I always order one of his creative drinks whenever I pass the stall. The flavor... When I noticed he'd set up shop in Rito, I simply had to come by.
Oh, thanks to you all, my business is finally beginning to take off. More, it gave me the confidence to decide that I'm gonna stick to creative cuisine from now on. On the one hand, I wanted more people to be able to try out my culinary creations. On the other hand, I wanted my customers to... So I gave it a lot of thought and finally came up with an all-new...
Sounds interesting.
I've decided to give complete creative control to the customer. I offer all sorts of ingredients, and they pick and choose whatever they want to mix with their milk or tea. As well as dango, I now offer rice cake, purple potato balls, black sugar, and sunsettia.
Do they really all go well with milk? Hard to imagine, but who knows? It could be.
What if I were to choose some ingredients you don't have here? Would that be okay?
Well, I guess so. Any novel ideas you have, Commissioner, please feel free to tell me. The whole idea was to let my customers express their creativity freely. So of course, I should...
Excellent. There are a few things that... lavender melon, seagrass, and sea ganoderma.
What? You wanna...
I do indeed.
You really think that's gonna...
It's all about the experience. The taste is secondary. It's great to try new things. Traveler, any thought?
Sounds like a risky choice. Are you sure? Well, okay.
3 milks with lavender melon, please.
No problem. Give me a second, I'll have them ready. Here, your milk is ready. Give it a try.
Yep, just as Paimon suspected.
I think it tastes all right. It makes me feel in touch with Mother Nature.
Your review seemed pretty positive, but Paimon still thinks that...
Taste is your key concern, yes?
Obviously. Tasty food and drinks are some of life...
Well said. If I could say the same was true for me, I believe I'd be a very content man. Yes. No one has unlimited energy, and I try to conserve mine for the things that really count. Having my sister attend public events in my stead, and having Toma as housekeeper has also been a great help, and allowed me to focus.
We're just passing the time here, though, right? Is there...
1 or 2 things. Let's continue this discussion somewhere else. I noticed something before we left the Hiragi clan's residence. No, it was just a small detail. I was curious to know their thoughts on the wedding. Naturally, they responded that all other clans are happy for the Hiragi clan. But that's not the truth.
What do you mean?
Hiragi Shinsuke is still in prison, meaning the Kanjo Commission is the least stable in the Tri-Commission. Hiragi Chisato is the sole remaining pillar of her clan, but now she plans to marry into the Kujo clan. If I belong to one of the assisting clans to the... But they didn't mention a word about that. They simply said they were delighted for them. These are not unintelligent people. I imagine they didn't want to discuss family issues in front of outsiders. But still, keep a close eye on them.
Yes, sir.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
This is one of my most trusted members of the Shumatsuban. He's been quietly watching out for us this whole time.
Merely doing my duty, sir.
Keep a close watch on the clan representatives we met.
Well received. I'm on the case.
Oh, and I almost forgot. That milk I just had? Please order one more.
As you wish, sir.
Oh no, poor Toma.
Sir Kamisato, Lady Hiragi's previous engagement is now concluded.
Thank you kindly. Let's go and see Hiragi Chisato.
again, Chisato?
I heard that Sir Kamisato had brought some guests, but
It's been a while, Lady Hiragi.
This is a rare privilege, Sir Kamisato. It is not often. You must be so busy. Thank you so much for taking the time.
But of course, the Tri-Commission are the servants of the Shogun, and we should look out for one another. In fact, we visited Sir Kujo just now. It's clear that perhaps his joy is infectious, for I am now feeling rather elated myself.
This was not an easy decision to make. I'm sure the news will cause something of a stir. But come what may, we will stand as one.
Sounds like things are pretty tough for you, Chisato.
Yes. But Kamaji has been so supportive.
It sounds like you have some considerable
Yes. Well, in case you were wondering, I was not actually entertaining VIPs just now.
Oh! Really?
Mm-hmm. He charged in all of a sudden. He didn't mince his words. Basically, he doesn't want me to marry Kamaji. He has always been a calm and contained person who never acts out of line. But despite all that, what he was saying made a lot of sense. He pointed out that I am like the final pillar propping up my clan. If I marry into the Kujo clan...
It's just two families becoming one big family, though.
Traditionally, in Inazuma, clan affiliation influences every facet of life. After the wedding, Lady Hiragi will belong to the Kujo clan. The Kanjo Commission's attitude toward you may undergo some significant change.
Precisely. This is a terrible thing to be saying, but I'm starting to have second thoughts. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I'm making...
No problem at all. The Yashiro Commission has a duty to listen to you. Now that I've heard your concerns, I should offer to help you as best I can. For instance, Now, we heard from Sir Kujo that his decision to tie the knot was prompted by a letter he received. But we've also heard that you did not write that letter. Sir Kujo thought that perhaps you were just being coy. Oh, dear. Perhaps...
What? But that was... It was just a prop in his playful proposal, wasn't it? It was clearly purpose-designed, what with all the fancy lettering and so on.
Fancy lettering, you say? So I am to understand that had it not been for this letter, you two may not have chosen this...
When it comes down to it... Yes.
Sir Kujo maintains that the letter was penned by your hand.
Huh? But then...
Either way, it's wonderful to see how much you both trust one another. In that sense, you could say that the origin of the letter is ultimate... Who knows? Perhaps Sir Kujo was the one being coy. After all...
I understand. As you say. But my position does matter. Kamaji and... But now...
Marriage is the most important decision of your life. It is also part of the Yashiro Commission's job to help people through difficult times. I say this as an advocate for you personally, and for the Hiragi clan. Please, to be together with the one you love is a sacred thing. It is my earnest wish that both of you may...
I'll take to heart every word you have said to me. I can't thank you enough.
All that matters is that you follow your heart. Since you'll be needing some time to think...
Oh, wait! Let me see you out.
Thank you, Lady Hiragi. But there will... Traveler, let's find somewhere to talk.
Vou sair aqui, Rom. Falou. Tá, eu volto.
Hiragi Chisato is on a totally different... Hayato, why did you give her such vague suggestions? Couldn't you just have told her what you'd do?
I've said everything I can, given the Yashiro Commission's stance. Interfering too much with other commission's domestic issues will only create trouble. And the more I think about it, the stranger this all seems. But Hiragi Chisato has yet to see it.
Strange? In what way?
Someone wants Hiragi Chisato to be married as soon as possible, and if my guess is right, it is someone from within the Kanjo Commission. This person is... Think about this. A lowly officer is greatly worried about Hiragi Chisato's future, while the heads of the support... When someone's words and actions do not match, you need to infer their intentions from their behavior. Yes, it's a smart strategy. Far superior to the one adopted by the Tenryou Commission. Even had the forged letter failed and been seen for what it was, there would have been no repercussions. They could simply have explained it away as a misguided but if the letter were to achieve its goal, as it has so far, the perpetrator would successfully weaken the Hiragi clan without ever having to lift a finger against them. With Hiragi Chisato having married into the Kujo clan and the head of the Hiragi clan in prison, challenges to the Hiragi clan's leadership would begin to emerge throughout the ranks of the Kanjo Commission. Eventually, another clan would take the Hiragi clan's place. Actually, we have evidence.
Shinojo?
Yes, sir?
Did they take one of the Kanjo Commission officers?
Yes. His name is...
As I expected. They cannot afford to let this opportunity pass them by. They have to act. Hiragi Chisato had been persuaded by Kujo Kamaji, but after Chisato's meeting with Shinojo, she began to have second thoughts.
But why did they suspect him and not us?
Someone was eavesdropping on our conversation with Chisato the entire time.
No way! But Chisato got what you meant about...
I think so. But whoever is behind this will not allow their plan to fail now. It will not be inclined. Her stance was so passive that she was easily manipulated. Treated like a pawn, with even her marriage becoming a battle. Despite all of this, she still believed when she formally marries into the Kujo clan, she will lose her title as daughter of the Hiragi clan, her position in the Kanjo Commission.
Marriage is such a trap.
Easier said than done. The perpetrators are manipulating everything from the shadows, letting unsuspecting We, meanwhile, are out in the open. If we attempt to stop this wedding from happening, we will become...
So what are we gonna do?
At this stage, if the perpetrators wish to maintain control over the situation, their only option is to come out from the shadows and bare their fangs. But first things first, we must go and rescue Shinojo. He has done nothing wrong. Tell me where Shinojo is. We'll head off right now. Stop this at once.
It's the Yashiro Commissioner. Well, we take orders from our master. No one...
Really? Then
Battle formation! Soldiers, quick!
Draw.
Cascade.
Get them!
The depth's back.
Draw. Blast. We must report to Master right away.
Hey, get back here!
No need to follow them. We need bait to catch the fish anyway. Leave the... I think I saw a key fall to the ground during the fight. Let's free Shinojo. But... in all the chaos...
What the? It's a tanuki? Oh...
Let's follow it and see.
Oh, thank the gods you're here! Please help me!
Só porque eu tô quietinho?
Oh, thank the... Thank you. It was terrifying. They said they were gonna throw the cage into this... Oh, wait! You have to listen to me. Lady Chisato's wedding. It's all part of a scheme. Someone's trying...
Calm down, Shinojo.
Huh?
Our suspicions were roused to this possibility, and so far, everything is unfolding. Those behind this plan are not going to give up easily. Their next move is imminent. We must devise sufficient...
Yashiro Commissioner, you're personally going...
This situation has consequences for the whole Tri-Commission, and the stability of all Inazuma is at stake. The almighty Shogun has always despised these pathetic power games. As a commissioner, I am a servant of the Shogun, and it is therefore...
That's true.
Shinojo, don't return to your post yet. Find some traveler. Paimon.
Well, if it isn't the Yashiro Commissioner, I hear you showed up here with no explanation and attacked my men. You wouldn't happen to be carrying out some sort of secret mission?
I heard that someone was taking the law into their own hands. As a responsible official of Shinojo may be your retainer, but the law does not...
Abuse. Nonsense. I was just teaching him out of nowhere. A low-ranking officer decides to barge in on Lady Hiragi and start spouting out the most absurd and insulting nonsense one can imagine. I dare say, the poor
So, you're saying that you know absolutely nothing of the reasons for his actions? Because
two people from two different clans are getting married. That's all there is to it. And yet this young gentleman took it upon himself to fabricate a nonsensical disaster story around it. How should I know what he was thinking? Even if she marries into the Kujo clan, Lady Hiragi will always be the daughter of the Hiragi clan, and the most distinguished member we are, and always will be her loyal assistant. Loyalty and duty are our guiding principles. Not only did this guard show no regard, even if we put it down to a rare moment of impulsivity. I have to say, I'm surprised to see one of such no—
Darn it! This guy is good. Annoyingly good.
Funny. I'm suddenly reminded of an anecdote I'd like to share with you. For instance, a merchant from abroad once told me about a curious kind of bird with the most extraordinarily long tongue. So long, in fact, I'm sure someone as erudite as yourself could be able to guess what people do with these unusual
keep them as pets.
You'd think, wouldn't you? But there's a catch. You see, this bird is of no use to humans whatsoever, and certainly doesn't make a suitable pet. If you catch one, the best thing you can do is actually cut its tongue off and throw it out. The reason they give is this. The longest tongue has the most to say, but don't be deceived as it chirps away.
I say, Yashiro Commissioner, are you here simply—
Far from it. In my mind, the Kanjo Commission is made up of honorable— It is unbecoming of such people to resort to lies, deception, and filibustering, all as part of a plan to remove—
Yashiro Commissioner, please don't make a—
The evidence is standing right in front of me, is it not? I have a credible witness who can confirm you were quick to try and make him disappear. Ugh, dear me. I can't believe the Grand Matsura clan is now represented by— You studied hard and took a government position, only to make it to where you are now just to play these petty power games behind the scenes. In your years of service to the Shogun, not only have you managed to glean nothing good from the people around you, you have also let yourself be blinded by self-interest. I'm not angry, Mr. Matsura.
Is that right? Then tell me, if this is at most a Kanjo Commission issue, we'll handle this. You are reaching rather outside of your bounds, Yashiro Commissioner. If you seek to involve yourself in other clans' affairs, might I be so bold that I think you are simply opposed to an alliance between the Kanjo Commission and Tenryo Commission. Because the new balance of power in the Tri-Commission would be a threat to you personally. So you come here with an elaborate excuse to try and break up this marriage.
So, that's how you view it. Well, I have to admit—
Let me be crystal clear. This wedding is going to happen. The notices have already been sent out. Olivina's— Most of the public weren't aware that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato were courting. But you can bet, it's all anybody— Once the notices go out, that's it.
I see.
So suddenly, we see eye to eye?
I had expected you to at least be smarter than most. But it seems that—
Kamisato Ayata—
You've made your move. Now—
What do you mean?
Do you seriously think this marriage will bring the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryo Commission together? Isn't it at all possible that the Kanjo Commission becomes— Goodness me. Well, I've learned a great deal from talking to you.
Hey! What was all that?
They had their scheme, but fortunately I was prepared. As I said, they ended up coming out from the shadows. Let's see how things are in Inazuma City. Then, I'll take you through the details of my—
Look at this. The daughter of the Sounds like an all-around perfect.
For sure. I'm just surprised. It seems very sudden.
Good luck to them, I say. I'm sure it must have been a hard decision.
Looks like the wedding is definitely going ahead.
It's still too early to make that conclusion. Our adversary wants to push this marriage past the point of no return. However, we can still beat them at their own game. But only if Kujo Kamachi is willing to help us.
Welcome. I just heard that the news of my wedding has been officially announced. It seems so sudden. I wasn't ready.
Yeah, about that.
I see. So someone's trying to take advantage of our marriage.
If you proceed with the wedding, the repercussions for you are likely to be minimal. But we must...
I've previously considered this possibility. But in the end, we're getting married for true love. And I've promised her that I'll do everything in my power to...
I understand where you're coming from, but to be frank, or, to put it another way, you have tacitly admitted that Lady Hiragi will need your help to get through the hard times ahead, which perhaps suggests that, deep down, you realize all... I don't mean to criticize you. It is natural to want to protect our loved ones. You're an intelligent and gentle person, and I'm sure you would have been able to think about this more objectively were you not so emotionally involved in this. I'm sure you admire Lady Hiragi for being the independent, gentle, resilient, and strong-willed person she is. For the sake of marrying you, this wonderful woman will become someone who has to depend on you for the rest of her life. Are you really okay with that?
I love her with all my heart, and would do anything to make her happy. That's why I cannot abide to see her suffer or be manipulated by other people. Yashiro, Commissioner, you're right. It was naive and selfish of me to take things, but it's too late now, isn't it? There are notices everywhere.
I have a plan, but it needs... Sir Kujo, in order for my plan to work, you and I must both play the role of antagonists. Are you willing to help?
If there's a way to salvage this, then let's hear it.
I've told the people at the Kanjo Commission that the marriage isn't going to unify the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryou Commission. On the contrary, it's a terrible idea that will marginalize the Kanjo Commission. The context for this is that they are planning to use this marriage to bring down the Hiragi clan. And the key to their success is coming up... But what if we were to imagine for a moment that since the affairs of the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryou Commission has been planning to make a move against the... The only reason you have been hesitant to act since taking over the Tenryou Commission is because you care about Lady Hiragi. And so, your plan is to liaise with the Yashiro Commission, to marry her and once that is achieved, as the person in charge of the Tenryou Commission...
I see. This is an ingenious plan. It takes advantage of the situation perfectly.
Exactly. Our purpose is to change Lady Hiragi's position from an unnecessary burden. By doing so, we can even strengthen her position in the Once our adversaries realize how the network of connections behind the scenes really looks, they'll do their utmost to stop this. Then, we simply leave them to clear up the mess they've created.
Got it.
So the network of connection...
We have to make sure that the behind-the-scenes story comes to the attention of our... dear Matsura, with whom I spoke earlier, will now be fearing the worst. No doubt he'll be on the lookout for the first sign of... In that case, he will almost certainly have placed informants throughout Inazuma City. What we need to do is to use these informants... Sir Kujo, there are certain things... It's almost time. My ninja has located... That person is one of Matsura's informants. Let's follow him. Be careful not to get seen.
Where'd he go? He was right there a moment ago. Seems he disappeared in a blink of an eye. If only we...
That person is one of my... Let's follow him.
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
The Tenryo Commission has sent a load of people to Rito. I guess it must have something to do with the wedding. I think in all there must have been about 100 people so far.
That doesn't sound good. What could be going on? I hope it's just Sir Kujo Kamaji being overcautious. The news is spreading fast. But it appears Master's fears may be well placed. There's no way they sent this many people just to escort the bride. I have to investigate.
He ran off!
As expected. Let's follow him.
Wow! It's like the whole Tenryo Commission is here.
Excuse me, has something happened on this road? I'm a businessman passing through, and it's a little disconcerting to see this...
Please don't be alarmed. As I'm sure you've heard, the wedding of Sir Kujo Kamaji and Lady Hiragi Chisato will take place any day now. Sir Kujo decided to send for Lady Hiragi ahead of time.
I see.
We are here to clear the way for Lady Hiragi. Not just us, either. You'll see more Tenryo Commission members as you go further along.
Isn't this a little excessive?
Sir Kujo holds Lady Hiragi in the highest regard and wants to treat her with the utmost respect.
I understand. Sorry to disturb your work. Drat. It's exactly as Master feared. They say they're here to guard the road, but really they're poised to attack if Master doesn't allow Lady Hiragi to leave Rito. Wait, no. If Lady Hiragi does leave, they'll have all the more reason to strike. But we're in no state to defend against a Tenryo Commission attack. I must tell Master right away.
He ran off again!
That should do it. The seeds have been sown. In this atmosphere, mounting suspicion will nurture fear among the Kangjo Commission. Now, we wait patiently for it to grow and ferment. The calm before the storm is always the part that unsettles people the most.
Are they really gonna own up and apologize? Just like...
If you're curious to find out, you can visit the Hiragi clan in Rito in a couple of days. I have some other business to attend to, so I won't be spending any more time on this situation. In any case, we've made our move. It's only a matter of time before they give up and surrender. This is not my... Well then, goodbye for now. I truly hope that things will work out in Hiragi Chisato's best interests.
He left kind of abruptly. Are things really gonna turn out like he predicted? Paimon too. Well, let's go to Rito again and...
Guess we can most of it.
These people from the Tenryo Commission have been here for days now.
I guess they're here to pick up Lady Hiragi. But why would it be—
I heard that the Kanjo Commission suddenly said they don't want Lady Hiragi to leave. To be honest, I'd be hesitant if I were her. A crowd this size comes to Rito? Who knows what they could be—
Shh! Stay quiet. Someone might hear you.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Hello. How may I help? We arrived here 2 days ago to escort Lady Hiragi to Sir Kujo Kamaji gave us very strict orders, so we have to obey. But every time we attempt to receive the bride, the Hiragi clan always finds an excuse. Since we haven't fulfilled our duties yet, we decided to stay in Rito until Lady Hiragi is ready to come with us. We apologize. It was not our intention to stay here so long. We promise our presence here will not impact ordinary people's lives. We can only hope that the leaders of the Hiragi clan will start. If this stalemate continues, who knows? Sir Kujo might give us orders to be
How much longer does your master plan to hold them up?
I have no idea. We're stuck in limbo here. Master's been very on edge these past few days. He gets irate over the smallest things, and is suspicious of everything. He's been yelling at me a lot. I understand that he's anxious, but I mean, what can we do? I've told him before.
Yeah, good advice. With him, if Lady Hiragi is really taken away, then what will the Tenryo Commission do?
Maybe we should tell Master to discuss things with Lady Hiragi.
Hiragi Chisato is now at the center of every conversation in Rito. By now, the Kanjo Commission probably knows how important she is. But what about what she thinks? Oh, let's go and see.
Oh, Traveler! I assume you've heard about everything that's been going on out there. What on earth is happening?
Don't worry, we can explain everything. So, what happened was...
After the Tenryou Commission arrived, they suddenly became alarmed. They keep having secretive discussions and won't allow me to have any... I never would have thought that this was Sir Kamisato's plan. Now it all makes sense. I'm sorry. Maybe there's no right or wrong decision. Maybe everything would be easier if I simply... I used to tell myself things like this to avoid having to think about it. But once I saw the notices appearing out of nowhere on the streets, I didn't feel reassured at all. Instead, I keep thinking back to what Sir Kamisato said. This is supposed to be my bright and beautiful future. But what if it's not? I can happily accept that if someone was trying to take advantage of my marriage, I should absolutely... But that's not the answer I'm looking for. And also, now that things have escalated to this...
Ah, Lady Hiragi, here you are. You scared me for a second. You... Wait, you're the ones who are with the Yashiro Commission. What do you think you're doing here? Are you trying to...
Calm down. They're my friends. They're just here to visit me.
Friends? Are you sure? Lady Hiragi, I told you already, these are exceptional circumstances. You are extremely important to us. And to... Who's to say they don't have a hidden...
If you want to accuse us of trying to abduct her, just come out and say it!
Don't be rude. You've been very highly strung lately, seeing every... Listen to me. I know all the ins and outs of everything that's happened so far. The present state of affairs in Rito shows me that the situation has escalated well past the point where you could hope to control it. If this deadlock continues, this is not an order. All I need you to do is give me an explanation.
Understood, my lady. I shall discuss...
Good job, Chisato.
I was so nervous. But I thought, things are now so critical that I should at least give it a try. And it worked remarkably well. Yes, well, let's wait and see what happens.
We had a serious discussion. In all honesty, no one can handle the weight of the situation here. Everyone is besides... I'm so sorry. My actions were radical and duplicitous. I was selfish and ignored the... Would you please give us a second chance? For my lady's sake, please give the Kanjo Commission another chance. I suppose you're right. The only person who can change the Tenryou Commission's mind will be the Yashiro Commissioner. We'll head off to the Kamisato estate shortly and beseech him to help Lady Hiragi. Might I ask you to join us? You are the most important... By the way, aren't you a good friend of the Yashiro Commissioner? Please put in some good words for me. Yashiro Commissioner, I'm sure you've heard the news. The Tenryou Commission, I realize I've greatly offended you with my atrocious actions. And I realize...
I'm sorry, Mr. Matsura. I'm exceptionally busy and have but a moment to spare before my next engagement. So, please...
I know our apology means nothing to you, but we really have nothing else left to offer by this point. Lady Hiragi is indispensable to us. We promise to... So, would it be at all possible for you to talk to...
You make it sound so easy. The Tri-Commission will be ridiculed by the public if we choose to withdraw the notices now and eat our words. To lose face for the Tri-Commission is to bring shame to Her Excellency. Are you and your associates ready to face the thunderous wrath?
We'll take full responsibility. We'll publish a new notice and hold a conference to explain the situation. We will make sure that the public will do everything we can to minimize the impact.
Master Matsura. But the Tri-Commission must always put the interests of Inazuma first, regardless of what Sir Kujo and I may feel at this point. If the situation in Rito is left to fester any further, things may get out of control. But Lady Hiragi, if we fail to contain the situation promptly, the rumor mill will wreak havoc on the Tri-Commission's reputation. Try keeping a pet bird. You'll see what I mean. Songbirds who know how to hold a tune can be very pleasant to listen to. But they can... And as for the ones with excessively long tongues, well, they're so insufferable that they can't be kept as pets at all. But it doesn't take a moment to cut out their tongue.
Yes!
I've listened to your concerns, and I'll talk to Sir Kujo for you. But I can't...
I understand.
All right, you ought to return now. I'm sure you have a...
Okay, then please excuse me.
Ah, yes, Lady Hiragi. I have something to tell.
Oh? What? Sir Kamisato, you became a completely different person just now.
Unruly servants like him need to be severely reprimanded. As a commissioner, the almighty Shogun trusts me to do her will. But now, I'd like to take off my commissioner hat and...
Oh.
You must have heard that the Kamisato clan once went through an extremely difficult period. My father worked incredibly hard to compensate for the grave errors made by the Kamisato clan long ago, and restore our reputation. The work took a toll on... My mother loved him dearly. This sudden turn of events dealt a heavy blow to the Ashiro Commission. Behind the scenes, things became very unstable. Everyone thought that the Kamisato clan had lost power. That made my sister and me nothing but burdens, hindering the ambitions of others. It may sound preposterous now, but I assure you that is the...
Pretty similar.
Back then, I had no choice but to accept the position I was in. While I desperately looked around for... I had no other choice. I had to honor my parents' dying wishes. I didn't mind what became of me, but my family. Fortunately, I persisted.
I think I now know where my sense of... Shinojo once told me that he saw what was in me, in a way that no one else did. I thought the reason I felt unsettled was because of uncertainty over getting married. But the fact...
The reason why Sir Kujo was able to face the prospect of marriage so confidently is...
That's it. The situation I'm facing now is the same. When his clan was in crisis, he bravely drew his blade and challenged the almighty It is time for me to make a stand.
Well said. I'm sure once you have grown and gained confidence, your father will be able to let go and allow you to decide how you want to live the rest. It might not sound exciting, but this kind of personal growth is a necessary...
And I'm sure I can get there. I will use this as an opportunity to take over the responsibilities of the Hiragi clan. This puts less pressure on Kamaji, and means I can support and protect myself without having to work.
My best wishes to both of you were and remain heartfelt. When the time comes for the wedding to go ahead...
Thank you, Sir Kamisato. I am... Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to deal with back home.
Take care, Lady Hiragi. I'm confident that on your return, you will find your
Yes. In fact, my recent experience suggests the same.
She really has the air of a leader now. off to you too, sir. Everyone thought there was...
In fact, counter-checking is a perfectly common maneuver. Our rival this time was easy to deal with. He was smart, but short-sighted, and sloppy in his execution.
Even so, Paimon could never come up with a... Anyway, it's kind of a relief to see that...
I agree. Stability in Inazuma benefits me as well. I wasn't about to pass up an opportunity to make less trouble for myself. Well, the fact is that I am... Perhaps for Master Matsura, power is his life's pursuit. But for me, nothing matters. A stable nation is the prerequisite for a stable Yashiro Commission. Only then can the Kamisato... But human desire will always be a factor in the equation. All I have tried to do is make sure the three parties to the Tri-Commission serve to restrain each other. Stasis is not the only form of stability. A balance of power leaving no room for maneuver achieves the same end. Another positive outcome is that everyone recognizes how important Lady Hiragi is now. Dealing with the Hiragi clan will be much easier for her than navigating a new...
There were so many... wait a second! You weren't trying to stop the wedding...
I thought straight away it was bad timing. Nevertheless, everything... If you choose to give up your stance on something once, you'll be having to compromise for the... I didn't want to see her suffer because she didn't realize what she was getting in. Now, she has the chance to become her own person.
Okay then, guess we'll have to wait and see.
All right. Farewell, and profuse thanks to you both. I shall have to host you...
Looks like everything's resolved. Masterfully done. Everything was perfect. Well...
Didn't you like it? I distinctly remember...
Oh!
The Traveler had one of those as well.
I'm sure he's made a great impression on you.
The Traveler did indeed play a critical role in this case. I'm sure both families would have been more guarded against me had he and... It wouldn't have been so easy to get to the heart of the matter.
There you go again, my lord. Placing the focus...
Naturally. Yes. Now that we're both free... Well...
if you say so.
trabalhei desempenhado.
Ah, great. Good to meet you. Yes, wait a second. You look kind of familiar. Are you a famous adventurer or something? Oh, all right then. I'll start by introducing myself. I'm Yue, a miner, and I received a mining permit for the chasm just recently.
Seriously? They actually give?
Yes, the folks over at Yujing Terrace finally came to their senses and are now allowing a limited amount of ore mining near the surface. We were among the first to gain approval. But some things have happened recently that...
Really? What happened?
So... It's hard to say exactly how big of an issue it is. Could be something, could be nothing. While one of the miners was on a break, he suddenly noticed a few hilly trolls walking his way. They seemed like they walked right by him without giving him a single glance. They just made a beeline for the depths of the... After that, the miner started observing his surroundings more closely and noticed the same thing happening time and time again.
Are the hilly trolls just curious?
Not likely. The strange part is, he's never seen any... It seems to be a one-way trip. Once the hilly trolls go in, they never emerge again. And it seems to be happening more and more frequent. What are these hilly trolls up to? What happens to them after they go inside? Is there a disaster brewing? These are the kinds of thoughts going through the guys' heads now. Everyone's driving themselves crazy worrying about...
Paimon's not surprised. Paimon feels spooked just hearing about it.
Exactly. The deepest fear is the fear of the unknown, you know? So...
Do we really want to take this commission? Hey! You can at least pretend to consider Paimon's opinion first! Oh, so that's where you're coming from. You'll really regret it if you don't go...
So, what's your verdict? Will you take the commission? No pressure, but I gotta say...
Yep, we'll take it.
Oh, great. You're doing me an enormous service here. Now, let me give you...
We'll need more where that came from.
you